Well, very good morning on the 22nd of March 26. As you can see, I've been gathering yesterday. Quite a pile. This is why I've named this the last two, this documentary and the one previously. Well, I've got piles, meaning I've got piles of bloody wood, but I need every scrap of it. Sunday, I got up very early, but I was having technical issues with my computer. I've still got that bloody mercury to contend with till the 9th of April. It has gone forward, but there's a shadow effect which will obviously impact on everybody. So I'm looking forward to the 9th of April when things will clear up. I was carrying a lot. This will be kindling sort of stuff, you know. This is that only takes a few seconds to burn. It'll be ready to. Yeah, sorry about that. I forgot to delete that full days of filming it on the route to Fort William. I need to swap over my SIM cards onto this, well, memory cards, not SIM card, memory cards onto this to get the, I've got 64 gigabyte. This one's only 16. So that's why it keeps running out of film. So yeah, I'm very busy, and some of these, I mean, I just tie these together and put them on my shoulder. It looks almost medieval when I'm carrying that stuff across from the woods on my shoulder. These bloody things are heavy as hell. I had to cut these fresh as well, so they're all on the ground, but what a damn weight in these things. But they got over, and as we can see, Andy, we've got a lot of cutting ahead of ourselves today. I want to try and get all this done today, so that, because the weather's have changed apparently, which I knew it would, the new moon on the 19th of March will always heralds a change with the weather, so I think we'll get some cold and bitter cold conditions for another couple of weeks. It'll be topsy-turvy in March. Anyway, you're probably bored at your skull looking at all my wood collection, but I thought it was a very apt name. I've got piles, and although it looks a lot, it's not enough for a winter's burning. Believe me, the fire takes up a lot of wood. But this is all good, and I'm very pleased of my efforts so far from when I started. So let's get cutting, Andy, and stacking. We'll keep everything in order, shall we? Oh yes, that's a great idea. Look at the size of these damn things. So these all get cut up as well. So yeah, these are really heavy, Andy. Thanks for listening to me. Well, a very good afternoon on the very chilly, what day is it, Cat? I call him Brock. I don't know his name. He's a beautiful cat. He's been in a house today. He's had tuna to start with at breakfast time, and then he's had mince, and he's had biscuits, liver and chicken biscuits he gets. He's well fed, that's why he comes round. But he's worth it because he's an adorable cat, and cats are very independent, of course, but he comes into the house and he likes getting petted and stuff. Quite a lonely life for a cat too, but I think they like their own company. You know, I was saying, what day is it, Andy? It's the 25th of March 26. It's been a long month, and it's well, I told you the new moon would bring the change in the weather, but it's very pleasant now, so I'm coming out to finish off this pile here, these offcuts, and although they won't take long to burn, they're still useful because it's still a fuel, isn't it? That's what they used to call the poor man's log. In fact, this is the poor man's log here, which I've had seasoning. That's a poor man's log. Tying little bits to stick together. I've got them hanging on the walls here, you see. And we couldn't afford an axe, or we couldn't afford a saw. So they just gathered as much of the smaller stuff as possible and tie it in little bundles, and it created a log. People have always been poor, but I think more so now well, we're in the 21st century, and all the promises of leisure and you know, people, well, I suppose we've got leisure time as such, between fucking around with your phone and your personal computer and your laptop and your, well, for some, lottery tickets and fucking every parcels, every or whatever you call them, and DPD, data post delivery. Life is very complicated nowadays. It wasn't supposed to be like this. I find it rather annoying. You've got so many things to do in a day, which you never used to have to do. Apps. And bloody, there's always something going wrong with technology, and as I say, even logging into your phone eats up several minutes of your day. Every time you do it, it's another few minutes. Stop for a cigarette, that's another few minutes. This is why I find the clock turns very rapidly in my day. And of course I do a lot of dithering. I quite enjoyed dithering. It's good for the mind to dither, because you're not focused on any particular project, you're just allowing your mind to be free. I was going to go out for a while on the hills and the south facing slopes out of that northwest wind, but I decided I couldn't be bothered. I thought I'll just finish off the chores I've got to do around here and give me free time throughout the month of April to go on with what I've got to do. But, I've lost motivation slightly over the last couple of days because of the change in the weather. That's quite normal, it will return. And the cat, normally it's, well, he's been in the house and he likes getting petted, as I say, he or she, but cats don't like overstimulation. They don't mind having a bit of chat and a bit of play, but they don't like too much. It annoys them a little bit if you're constantly at them. You've got to let them free to roam and do their own thing. For example, when I saw the cat coming round and he clambered up onto the wood for the inspection, I zipped in to get my camera to get some pictures of him, but obviously that's upset his little exploration, so that's why he's buggered off. And when he's in the house, it's also important to leave all the doors open so that the cat can roam from room to room and cats like to have inspection on a daily basis of their territory, and that includes inside the house, my house, because he's there so often. He's not in my garden as much as he was in the winter months. He used to slid under the trees during the bad weather. I got a feeling that the cat was, I told the woodcutters when they came to do the trees recently, they might see a cat. I said, we have seen it, and I think he's got startled by the chainsaws and stuff, and he's not returned to that spot. So it's understandable the cat gets a fright. But what was I going to say? But he comes in my house. He's there several times a day. I change my routines in the morning, but it doesn't matter. He seems to be. He's a psychic cat. He knows exactly what time I'm there. And he used to come in late evening, but he stopped doing that now. He does come for food, there's no doubt about it. He comes for food, and also a bit of play. Now, I always feel quite warmed by the fact that he comes in, he doesn't go straight to the food plate. He will always pad around, and he likes to be greeted, and then he'll have a look up and I'll say, well, I'll get you sorted out in a second. So he's taken up a lot of my time, but I don't mind, because he's such a delightful cat. He or she, I keep saying he, but I'm not sure if it's a he or a she. It's a big cat, but it makes me think it's a male tabby, but at the same time it's got a lot of feminine sort of looks and things that the cat does. I don't know. It's a beautiful cat. So anyway, I'm going to crack on. I might go out with the camera later on. But as I said already, that's diesel prices. I'm not very keen on paying that. It's gone up to 186 locally a litre for diesel. This is, and as I said in the previous upload, it's not so much paying for that, it's the fact that there might soon be a restriction, there might be none. And I definitely do not want to have a empty fuel tank in my vehicle.